So it ended up happening again. My audio for session 37 wasn't recording at the time, so that whole session was basically unusable. I'm not really sure what happened to it. None of the settings were changed since last time, but I was able to fix the issue with OBS, so the next episode should be fine. But since I can't really post that session, just like the last time, session 29, I'll be giving a short recap instead. The session starts with Yugami hearing the loud clash of thunder coming from the lobby where Yudel was fighting. He also hears a commotion coming from the garden. Yugami goes to take a quick look at the commotion in the garden, seeing the three spirits fighting against a swarm of harpies. He also notices the harpy lady known as Ellie escaping back into the building, injured from the fighting. The rest of the spirits don't really notice him, so he decides to go check out what happened in the lobby. Yugami goes back in the lobby to see Udell and Thunderkid passed out, with the dragon injured. The dragon sees Yugami and then goes to attack him. But because of the injuries caused by both Thunderkid and the duel with Udell, Yugami is able to challenge him to a shadow duel with the help of Mystical Elf. They both ended up with fewer starting life points than usual due to both the injuries they have sustained. Yugami with 4,000 life points and the dragon with 6,000. However, Yugami with cards like the Aegis of Gaia and Machine Factory, Yugami was able to fight off the dragon and win, which when defeated turned into the same black mist that was being dispersed around the girls' dorm. Yugami then goes to carry off Yudel to somewhere safe. Cutting to Yumiko who's in the vents thinking of what to do next. She came up with a plan of sending in Caliburn to destroy the AC unit, which was dispersing the mist, and then pulling her out as soon as possible. She sent out Caliburn, but the harpy lady who was guarding the AC, the one known as Maggie, ended up blocking her first attack, but wasn't able to block her second attack, which not only destroyed the AC unit and ended up stabbing her through the chest, but this led to Caliburn being exposed to the mist for a longer period of time than was planned. However, she was able to be put back in the card as Yumiko goes to escape. Yumiko goes escape through the vents, but while they're escaping, Caliburn tells Yumiko that she feels cold and she's feeling colder and colder. Yumiko concerned tells Caliburn she'll be okay, even giving an order to do so. Yumiko travels down the vents until she sees both Yugami and Yudel. However, while Yumiko was taking care of the AC, Yugami went to go take Yudel into the family they've been to before. But when they arrive, they land to a Slay Harpy lady, none of the ones that they've seen before, but just a more of a generic one, which with Yugami's injuries and fatigue wasn't able to escape it. Mystic Elf went out their card to protect the two from the Harpy lady. She was able to do it, and Yugami goes to go find another safe place to put Yudel. But unknown to Yugami, Mystic Elf doesn't follow. When the three meet up, they decide to exit the building and discuss what's been going on. During this, they realize this Mystic Elf isn't here. Yumaka goes to check Yudel's deck and finds a white card in place of Mystic Elf's card. The group decides to split up again. Yugami brings Caliber back to her stone to try and make them feel better and get Yudel to safety, and Yumaka to check for Mystic Elf in the girls' dorm. Yugami runs into the forest, but stops when he sees a fight going on, a dragon fighting a humanoid bird-like creature, while a girl in blue dragon armor fights both a long-haired man in a suit and a skeletal knight. Yugami tries to sneak past them only to be used as a hostage by the skeletal knight, which notices him and puts a sword to his throat, threatening the two they were fighting to leave or else. The two comply and leave. The long-haired man goes to thank Yugami for being a hostage before threatening him to stay out of their way next time, and goes to leave, but not before thanking him for looking after her, which confuses Yugami since he doesn't know what he's talking about. After they left, Yugami goes to the stone to put Caliburn in her stone, protecting her as he passes out from his exhaustion. Back to Yumiko in the girls' dorm, she goes and finds Mystic Elf and finds herself in the lobby. When injured Ellie goes and tries to attack her, Yumiko tries to stop her to snap her out of it, but to no avail. Gore's glyphing the token alive, with the token throwing a weapon towards Ellie, almost killing her, before begrudgingly going inside the mist. Not before Gore's telling her not to stay there too long. Yumiko tries to protect Ellie, telling the token it's not her that's doing this, and maybe they can fix her. The token blades her, telling her once they fall, they can't be saved. Before she could do anything, the other two Harpy ladies alive and goes to attack them. With the combined abilities of the three spirits, they were able to hold the Harpy ladies so Yumiko could damage her, so they'll be forced to a shadow duel. When forced to a shadow duel, she called over the two other Harpy ladies, forming into Harpy Lady sisters. Despite Yumako's best attempt, the Harpies overpower her, defeat her, knocking out as the situation goes worse, as two other spirits appear from the shadow. One familiar to the party as Oasis, who goes to attack Gores with some kind of sound attack, while the other one, bearing a resemblance to Mystical Elf, was revealed to be Dark Elf. Gores decides to retreat from the situation, killing Yumiko them as this ends off the Spirit Day arc. What happens to Yumiko and the others? Find out in session 38. Before I end off this video, I want to apologize for this being late and for having a recording issue, especially during a session like this where it's an arc ender and a lot of stuff happened. We did lose a lot of footage, like Yugami fighting the dragon, which was a very interesting one, and just like the other recaps, it is not 100% accurate, but I did do the best from my memory. I made sure to say all the important parts, and I hope you guys still enjoy despite my commentary not being the best and narration. But thank you all for watching, and thank you for supporting Yugioh Lessons. This is the GM Johan, signing out.